The small town of Ravenwood was known for its picturesque streets, charming old houses, and the eerie legends that hung over it like a shroud. Every year, as Halloween approached, the whispers of the town's haunted past grew louder. Among the most chilling tales was the story of the haunted Blackwood Mansion, a place said to be cursed and filled with malevolent spirits. Our story begins with a group of friends, Olivia, Max, Lily, and Daniel, who had always been fascinated by the supernatural. They had grown up hearing the stories of the Blackwood Mansion, but they had never dared to visit it. This year, however, they received a mysterious invitation to a Halloween party at the mansion, and their curiosity got the better of them. It was a crisp October evening, and the friends had gathered at Olivia's house to discuss the invitation. The sun had just set, casting long shadows across the room. A sense of excitement and unease hung in the air. "Are we really going to do this?" Lily asked, her voice trembling with a mix of fear and excitement. Max grinned. "Come on, Lily. It's just a party. What's the worst that could happen?" Olivia, the most curious of the group, spoke up. "I've been doing some research, and I found out that the Blackwood Mansion has a dark history. If we go, we might actually see something." Daniel, ever the skeptic, rolled his eyes. "It's all just folklore. But if you guys are up for it, I'm in." With their plan set, the friends gathered their supplies and prepared for the night ahead. The invitation had specified that the party would take place on Halloween night, and they couldn't wait to see what awaited them at the haunted mansion. As Halloween night approached, the friends felt a mix of excitement and dread. The Blackwood Mansion stood on the outskirts of Ravenwood, its grand architecture and imposing presence a testament to a bygone era. Yet, for as long as anyone could remember, the mansion had been abandoned, shrouded in mystery and whispers of eerie happenings. The moon hung low in the sky as the friends made their way to the mansion. The air was crisp, and a thick fog rolled in, obscuring their view. They could hear the distant sound of laughter and music, which grew louder as they approached the mansion's iron gates. Olivia took the lead, her flashlight beam cutting through the darkness. "This is going to be epic," she said with a grin. "Just think of the stories we'll have to tell." Max followed close behind, his own flashlight casting long shadows on the overgrown path. "Yeah, if we make it out alive," he joked, though there was a hint of unease in his voice. Lily and Daniel brought up the rear, both keeping a watchful eye on their surroundings. As they ventured closer to the mansion, the sense of dread grew stronger. The tall, dark windows seemed to watch them, and the air was filled with an eerie silence. The friends reached the grand entrance and found the doors slightly ajar. Taking a deep breath, Olivia pushed the doors open, revealing a grand foyer filled with cobwebs and decaying furniture. The flickering light of the chandeliers cast eerie shadows on the walls, and the sound of distant laughter echoed through the halls. "Welcome, dear guests," a voice boomed from the darkness. "Welcome to Blackwood Mansion." The friends froze, their eyes darting around the grand foyer in search of the source of the voice. The air grew colder, and a chill ran down their spines. Olivia's heart pounded in her chest as she tried to process what they had just heard. "Who said that?" Max asked, his voice trembling. A figure stepped out of the shadows, dressed in an elegant black suit and a mask that obscured his face. "I am your host, Mr. Blackwood," the figure said with a bow. "Welcome to my humble abode. I trust you will enjoy the festivities." The friends exchanged nervous glances, their excitement tempered by a growing sense of dread. Mr. Blackwood gestured for them to follow, and they reluctantly did so, their flashlights illuminating the decaying interior of the mansion. As they walked through the halls, the friends couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. The eerie decorations and creepy portraits on the walls seemed to come alive, and the air was thick with an oppressive energy. In the grand ballroom, they found a gathering of masked guests, all dressed in elaborate costumes. The sound of music filled the air, and the guests danced and laughed as if oblivious to the eerie atmosphere. The friends joined the party, but they couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. Suddenly, the flickering candlelight cast a long shadow on the wall, and the friends turned to see a ghostly figure standing at the edge of the ballroom. The figure was translucent, its eyes filled with sorrow and longing. The friends watched in stunned silence as the figure seemed to glide across the floor, disappearing into the darkness. "Did you see that?" Lily whispered, her voice trembling. Max nodded, his face pale. Yeah, I saw it. We need to find out what's going on here. Determined to uncover the truth behind the haunting, the friends decided to investigate the history of the Blackwood mansion. They found a small library filled with old books and documents, and they began to sift through the dusty pages in search of answers. What they discovered was a tale of betrayal, greed, and tragedy. Many years ago, the mansion had been owned by a wealthy family, the Blackwoods. The head of the family, Alexander Blackwood, had been a successful businessman, but his ambition and greed had led him down a dark path. Olivia read aloud from an old journal she had found. Alexander Blackwood was known for his ruthless business practices. He amassed a great fortune, but he made many enemies along the way. One night, there was a fire at the mansion, and Alexander and his family perished in the flames. Some say it was an accident, but others believe it was revenge. As the friends continued to read, they uncovered more details about the tragic events that had led to the mansion being haunted. Alexander's wife, Evelyn, had been a kind and gentle woman, beloved by all who knew her. She had tried to temper her husband's ruthless nature, but she had ultimately failed. One of the documents they found was a letter from Evelyn to a close friend, written shortly before the fire. I fear for my family, the letter read. Alexander's enemies are closing in, and I fear they will stop at nothing to destroy us. I have tried to reason with him, but his greed blinds him. If anything happens to us, know that I did everything I could to protect my children. The friends exchanged uneasy glances, realizing the gravity of the situation. The Blackwoods had been caught in a web of betrayal and revenge, and their tragic end had left a dark mark on the mansion. The letter hinted at a deeper mystery, one that had yet to be uncovered. As they continued to search the library, they found more journals and letters, each piece adding to the puzzle. They learned that Alexander's enemies had indeed set the fire, hoping to destroy him and his family. But the fire had unleashed something far more sinister, a curse that had bound the spirits of the Blackwoods to the mansion, trapping them in a cycle of torment and sorrow. Alexander's greed and betrayal brought this curse upon them, Max said, his voice filled with a mix of awe and dread. We need to find a way to break the curse and set their spirits free. Olivia nodded in agreement. We have to help them. They didn't deserve this. The friends knew that they couldn't face the malevolent spirits unprepared. They needed to uncover more about the curse and find a way to break it. They decided to explore the rest of the mansion, hoping to find more clues that would lead them to the truth. The friends ventured deeper into the mansion, their flashlights cutting through the darkness. The air grew colder, and the eerie silence was occasionally broken by distant whispers and creaking floorboards. They couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched, and the sense of dread grew stronger with each step. Clara and Ethan decided to explore the upper floors, while Max and Lily took the ground floor. They hoped that by covering more ground, they would uncover more about the curse and find a way to break it. As Clara and Ethan climbed the grand staircase, they noticed strange symbols etched into the walls. The symbols seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy, and Clara felt a chill run down her spine. These symbols must be part of the curse, Clara said, her voice trembling. We need to find out what they mean. Meanwhile, Max and Lily explored the mansion's parlor and dining room. They found old portraits of the Blackwood family, their eyes seeming to follow them as they moved. The air grew colder, and they could hear faint whispers echoing through the halls. In the dining room, they found a hidden door behind a large painting. The door led to a narrow passageway that descended into the mansion's basement. With a sense of trepidation, they ventured into the darkness, their flashlights illuminating the cobweb-covered walls. The basement was filled with old furniture, decaying books, and strange artifacts. As they searched, they found an old, leather-bound book that seemed to radiate power. The book was filled with ancient incantations and rituals, written in a language they couldn't understand. This must be the key to breaking the curse, Max said, his hands trembling as he opened the book. We need to take this back to Clara and Ethan. With the ancient book in hand, the friends reconvened in the mansion's grand foyer. They knew that they needed to conduct a séance to communicate with the spirits in the house and learn more about the curse. The air was thick with tension as they prepared for the ritual, their hearts pounding with anticipation. Clara took the lead, her voice steady as she began to recite the incantation from the ancient book. Spirits of the past, we call to thee. On this night of All Hallows' Eve, reveal thy presence, let us see. From shadows deep and graves so cold, come forth and let your story be told. The friends joined hands, their voices joining Clara's as they recited the incantation. The air grew colder, and a chill ran down their spines. Suddenly, the ground beneath their feet began to tremble, and the wind picked up, swirling leaves and debris around them. A faint glow appeared in the distance, growing brighter with each passing moment. The friends watched in awe and fear as ghostly figures emerged from the shadows, their eyes filled with sorrow and longing. The ghostly figure of Evelyn Blackwood appeared before them, her translucent form radiant and sorrowful. "Thank you for seeking the truth," Evelyn's voice echoed, filled with both sadness and hope. "The curse that binds us was born of greed and betrayal. To break it, you must confront the darkness that still lingers in this place." With Evelyn's words echoing in their minds, the friends knew that breaking the curse would not be easy. They needed to gather the necessary items for the ritual and confront the malevolent spirits that had bound the Blackwood family to the mansion. Returning to the basement, they searched for the items described in the ancient book: a piece of wood from the mansion's original structure, a vial of water from the nearby river, a bundle of herbs, and a piece of parchment with Evelyn's name written in ancient runes. As they gathered the items, they could feel the presence of the spirits watching over them, guiding their actions. The air grew colder, and the mansion seemed to come alive with whispers and rustling sounds. The friends could feel the malevolent force growing stronger, and they knew that they had to move quickly. Back in the grand foyer, they prepared for the ritual, arranging the items in a circle and lighting a small candle in the center. The air was thick with tension as they joined hands and began to recite the incantation from the ancient book. "Spirits of the past, hear our plea. We seek to right the wrongs and set you free. With this offering, we ask for your forgiveness. Release your hold on this place and find peace." As the final words were spoken, the air crackled with energy, and the ground beneath their feet began to tremble. The friends watched in awe as the items in the circle began to glow with an otherworldly light. The ghostly figure of Evelyn Blackwood appeared before them, her eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you," Evelyn's voice echoed. "You have the courage to seek the truth and make amends. The curse will be lifted, but you must confront the darkness that still lingers in this place." The friends felt a surge of determination as Evelyn's words resonated in their hearts. They knew that they needed to confront the malevolent force that had bound the Blackwood family's spirits to the mansion. The air grew colder, and a sense of dread settled over them as they prepared for the final showdown. The ground beneath the grand foyer split open, revealing a dark, swirling vortex. From within the depths of the vortex, a shadowy figure emerged, Alexander Blackwood's spirit, twisted and consumed by rage and hatred. His eyes blazed with a malevolent light, and his voice thundered through the night. "You dare to challenge me?" Alexander's spirit roared. "You will pay for your insolence." Clara, Max, Lily, and Daniel stood their ground, their hearts pounding with fear and determination. They knew that they had to confront Alexander's spirit and put an end to his malevolent influence once and for all. "We're not afraid of you, Alexander Blackwood," Clara said, her voice strong and unwavering. "Your reign of terror is over. It's time for you to face the consequences of your actions." Alexander's spirit let out a chilling laugh, his form flickering and distorting. The friends held hands, their voices joining together as they recited the incantation once more, calling on the spirits of the past to aid them in their battle. "Spirits of the past, we call to thee. With this offering, we set you free. May your souls find rest in the light, and may the darkness take flight." The air crackled with energy, and the ghostly figures of the wronged spirits surrounded the friends, their eyes filled with determination. Evelyn Blackwood stepped forward, her gaze fixed on Alexander's spirit. "Alexander Blackwood, your time has come," Evelyn's voice echoed through the night. "You have wronged many and caused untold suffering. It is time for you to face justice." With a final burst of energy, the friends and the spirits recited the incantation together. The air around them seemed to explode with light and sound, and the ground shook violently. Alexander's spirit let out a final, anguished wail as he was consumed by the light, his malevolent presence dissipating into the night. With Alexander's spirit vanquished and the curse lifted, the friends felt a sense of relief and accomplishment. The air was filled with a newfound sense of peace, and the once oppressive darkness seemed to dissipate. However, their journey was not yet over. They knew they had to ensure that the curse was truly broken and that the Blackwood family's spirits could finally find rest. As the night wore on, the friends gathered around the grand foyer, the site of their final confrontation. The air was still, and the only sound was the gentle rustling of leaves in the breeze. The mansion, once a place of fear and dread, now felt serene and tranquil. Clara, Max, Lily, and Daniel knew that they needed to perform one last ritual to seal the curse and ensure that the spirits of the Blackwood family could finally find peace. The air was still, and the only sound was the gentle rustling of leaves in the breeze. The mansion, once a place of fear and dread, now felt serene and tranquil. They gathered around the grand foyer, arranging the items they had gathered in a circle and lighting a small candle in the center. The air was thick with tension as they joined hands and began to recite the final incantation from the ancient book. Spirits of the past, we call to thee. With this offering, we set you free. May your souls find rest in the light, and may the darkness take flight. As the final words were spoken, the air crackled with energy, and the ground beneath their feet began to glow. The friends watched in awe as the ghostly figures of Evelyn, Alexander, and the rest of the Blackwood family appeared before them, their forms radiant and peaceful. Thank you, Evelyn's voice echoed, filled with gratitude. You have broken the curse and set us free. The town of Ravenwood will be forever grateful for your courage and determination. The friends watched as the spirits of the Blackwood family ascended into the light, their forms fading into the night. The grand foyer, once a symbol of sorrow and torment, now stood as a testament to the power of truth and redemption. Just as they thought their ordeal was over, a sudden chill filled the air, and the ground began to tremble once more. The friends exchanged nervous glances, their sense of relief replaced by a growing sense of dread. From the depths of the mansion, the sound of footsteps echoed through the halls. The friends turned to see a shadowy figure approaching, its eyes glowing with a malevolent light. The figure was Mr. Blackwood, the host of the Halloween party, and his presence radiated an aura of darkness and malevolence. You dare to challenge me? Mr. Blackwood's voice thundered. You will pay for your insolence. The friends stood their ground, their hearts pounding with fear and determination. They knew that this was the final showdown, the moment when they would confront the malevolent force that had haunted Ravenwood for generations. Clara stepped forward, her voice strong and unwavering. We're not afraid of you, Mr. Blackwood. Your quest for vengeance is over. It's time for you to find peace. Mr. Blackwood's form flickered and distorted, his rage giving way to a sense of desperation. The friends held hands, their voices joining together as they recited the incantation once more, calling on the spirits of the past to aid them in their battle. Spirits of the past, we call to thee. With this offering, we set you free. May your souls find rest in the light, and may the darkness take flight. The air crackled with energy, and the ghostly figures of the wronged spirits surrounded the friends, their eyes filled with determination. Evelyn Blackwood stepped forward, her gaze fixed on Mr. Blackwood. Mr. Blackwood, your time has come, Evelyn's voice echoed through the night. You have wronged many and caused untold suffering. It is time for you to face justice. With a final burst of energy, the friends and the spirits recited the incantation together. The air around them seemed to explode with light and sound, and the ground shook violently. Mr. Blackwood's spirit let out a final, anguished wail as he was consumed by the light, his malevolent presence dissipating into the night. The friends stood in stunned silence, their hearts filled with a sense of accomplishment and relief. The curse was truly broken, and the trapped spirits were finally freed. The air grew calm and warm, and a sense of peace settled over the mansion. In the days that followed, the friends reflected on their harrowing experience and the lessons they had learned. They had faced unimaginable horrors and emerged stronger, their bond deepened by the shared ordeal. The town of Ravenwood celebrated the newfound peace in the mansion, and the friends were hailed as heroes. The mansion, once a place of fear and darkness, was transformed into a symbol of hope and renewal. The friends worked together to clear away the overgrown vines and repair the broken furniture. They planted flowers and created a beautiful garden in memory of those who had been wronged and trapped by the curse. The friends also created a memorial for the Blackwood family, acknowledging the pain and suffering they had endured and the tragic events that had led to their haunting. They hoped that by honoring their memory, they could prevent such tragedies from happening again. As time passed, the story of the haunted Blackwood mansion became a beloved legend, a reminder of the power of love, truth, and the indomitable human spirit. The friends continued to explore the mysteries of their world, seeking out new challenges and uncovering hidden histories. Their story, once a legend whispered in hushed tones, became a celebrated tale of redemption, resilience, and the power of love and friendship. The friends' bond grew stronger with each passing year, and they knew that they could face any challenge together. They looked back on their incredible journey with a sense of pride and accomplishment, knowing that they had brought light to the darkest corners of their town's history. With the curse broken and the mansion restored, Olivia, Max, Lily, and Daniel looked forward to new adventures. They had learned the importance of facing the past and making amends, and they were determined to use their experiences to help others. The haunted Blackwood mansion became a beloved legend, a reminder of the power of love, truth, and the indomitable human spirit. The friends continued to explore the mysteries of their world, seeking out new challenges and uncovering hidden histories. Their story, once a legend whispered in hushed tones, became a celebrated tale of redemption, resilience, and the power of love and friendship. The friends' bond grew stronger with each passing year, and they knew that they could face any challenge together. As they looked back on their incredible journey, they felt a deep sense of fulfillment and gratitude. The mansion, once shrouded in mystery and fear, had become a place of peace and reflection. The friends knew that their actions had made a lasting impact on their community, and their story continued to inspire others to seek justice, embrace the truth, and find the courage to face their fears. The legacy of the haunted Blackwood mansion endured, a testament to the power of love, truth, and the indomitable human spirit. The friends looked forward to new adventures, knowing that they could face anything together. The mansion's transformation was a reminder that even the darkest of histories can be redeemed, and that the power of love, truth, and community can overcome any obstacle. And so, the story of the haunted Blackwood mansion was finally laid to rest, its tragic story remembered and honored by the people of Ravenwood. The town thrived in the newfound peace and unity, its people forever changed by the incredible journey of four brave friends. The friends stood together in the mansion's grand foyer, the warm sunlight filtering through the windows, casting dappled shadows on the ground. Their hearts were filled with pride and contentment, knowing that they had faced their fears and brought light to the darkest corners of their town's history. They knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, their bond unbreakable and their spirits unyielding. And so, the story of the haunted Blackwood mansion became a legend, a cautionary tale passed down through generations. The friends continued to share their incredible story, inspiring others to seek the truth, embrace their past, and find the courage to face their fears. The town of Ravenwood thrived, its people united by the knowledge that even the darkest of histories can be redeemed, and that the power of love, truth, and community can overcome any obstacle. The haunted Blackwood mansion was finally laid to rest, its tragic story remembered and honored by the people of Ravenwood. The town thrived in the newfound peace and unity, its people forever changed by the incredible journey of four brave friends. The friends stood together in the mansion's grand foyer, their hearts filled with pride and contentment, knowing that they had faced their fears and brought light to the darkest corners of their town's history. They knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, their bond unbreakable and their spirits unyielding. If you enjoyed this tale of wicked tricks and dark treats and want to immerse yourself in more captivating stories, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll not only support our storytelling journey but also stay updated on our latest narratives, eerie legends, and thrilling adventures. Join a community of fellow story lovers who share a passion for the mysterious and the unknown. Hit the notification bell to never miss an update. Let us know in the comments what stories haunt your dreams or what legends you'd like us to explore next. Your voice matters, and together we can weave a tapestry of unforgettable tales. Thank you for being a part of our storytelling family.